I think of asset protection and the laws surrounding asset protection to be the next realm of personal finance, right? So we all became experts over the course of the past 20 years, thanks to folks such as yourself and Dave Ramsey and Susie Orman out there really educating folks about personal finance. But, what does it really matter what my rate of return is? I could be an investment genius, which I'm not, but what does it matter if I have a 60% chance of being devastated in terms of a long-term illness that I wasn't prepared for? We have a 43% chance of getting divorced, where without a prenup, we can lose half of our assets. Sometimes we can lose more of our assets. So we want to think in terms of legal protections to guard against unanticipated long-term care claims, financially devastating breakups, and our beneficiaries upon our death being at each other's throats because the legal documents were not properly done and they were not customized to the situation. So I'll give you a very common example. How many Americans right now are in blended families? And as good as it gets within a blended family, there's going to be a little bit of friction. So let's say my adult children hate my new husband, Fabio, right? And Fabio and I are living in a house that's owned by me. And from day one, he's asking me, oh, Ann, put me on the deed to the house. I'll always make sure that the kids are taken care of later. Should I believe him? Should I put his name on the house? Probably not. Because in the event that he's the surviving spouse, what are the chances that he's really going to take care of my kids? I think, based on practicing in this area of law for more than 20 years, and I've been blessed to have more than 15,000 clients now. And on top of that, I was a New York State Assemblywoman for 14 years. Based on all of this data and all of these folks that I've known, I would tell you that there is a 0% chance that Fabio is going to take care of my adult children down the road. So this is an example. People don't think about the little nuances and complexities within their lives. So this situation would be crying out for a nuanced compromise solution. I'm not going to give the house to Fabio, but my trust or my will can say, if upon my death, I'm still married to Fabio and no marital dissolution proceedings shall have been commenced as of that time, then he has a right of occupancy in my home until the earlier of his voluntary departure, his permanent stay in a nursing facility, or if I really want to be a micromanager, I can also say his cohabitation with an unrelated person. Okay, so maybe I don't want him bringing his new wife into my house. And then upon the termination of his right of occupancy, my kids get the property without missing a beat. So that's just one example of really trying to bring a little creativity and a little sensitivity into the estate plan.